Turn it up.
Q99.7
from the John Foy Strong Arm Studios.
Q99.7.
ATL, please help me welcome global hit music superstar and actress Janelle Monáe to the studio. Welcome, sis.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Yes.
So I have to start the conversation because we are entering this era of pleasure, the age of pleasure. I went to your party last night and had a great time. So can you just tell me about how these intimate experiences have been for the people that you love? I saw Jade there, DJ Miss Milan, Malia from Dungeon Family. So how have these experiences been?
Just amazing. I mean, when I talk to my team about the importance of letting F.A.M, that's what I like to call them. It's an acronym for free ass motherfucker.
Yes.
Y'all can bleep that out if you want to. But when I let, my F.A.M droids hear it, first, I wanted it to be intimate, about 150, 200 people, depending on the venue, and them to hear this music before it comes out. They've been riding with me as I'm having this earth journey, creating, and as I enter this age of pleasure, it was very important that they saw an example of what it looks like to be in a safe space.
Yes. So
the places we've been going, people have been cool. The energy is amazing. They understand, that we don't really have safe spaces, specifically brown and black people that can go and party and have a good time and free from like police and feeling, unsafe to dance and black women, specifically women in general, not feeling safe,
Right.
I'm so beyond tired of that. So I'm just trying my best, even with this music, how we created it. It was created in such a safe space. So it's only right that it feels intimate, fun, and, for us.
Yes. I have to say, last night I just had such a specific feeling of when I go on vacation sometimes, as soon as I go on vacation, I finally feel like my personality is coming back. I'm free of the thoughts of the people from my workplace or free of the thoughts of the people that I grew up with. And I'm like, why does it take me being so far to finally feel free? However I am, whether I have, no makeup, my body looks however, I just feel so sexy and present in the moment. I'm like, why can't I always tell myself when I come home, I want to try to keep holding on to that feeling as long as possible, but why doesn't it translate here? And I'm like, I felt that in the whole event yesterday. And you did when you got on stage, you preached about it being a safe space, and it just so coincides with your message because we can't reach our ultimate pleasure in the human experience without it feeling, safe and going all the way. So can you just talk about the message? Can you speak to more on what, for you, what makes a safe space and how it's necessary to be able to have that to reach ultimate pleasure in the human experience?
I feel like you said it. You really just said it. I don't even, I affirm that. I am in agreement with you, and I understand that feeling. I think a lot of us, especially as we entered into the pandemic, lost touch of the things that make us happy with the people that make us happy. And then and also we've had, if you had an opportunity to go inward and identify, like, during the stillness, what do you want? How do you want to spend your time here? Who do you want to spend it with? What things are not serving me anymore? What do I need to let go of?
Yeah.
How can I float?
How did you arrive at this place for this to even be the soundtrack of your reality and what you've been going through? What did you have to let go to be able to float, to even be able to speak this on the records? Yeah,
I mean, I think a lot of times we look to outside sources to sort of like give us the happiness we need, and obviously like people bring us joy, our loved ones, all of that. But I think I tapped deeper into my power internally. Like, I'm the one I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Like I have an opportunity to rewire my whole mind around how I'm thinking about things. If things are triggering me, let's get to that. Let's understand what that is versus you triggered me. No. I have to live in this body. I have to figure out other ways, sustainable, long-term ways that I am going to have to deal with how am I going to heal? You know? And I always talk about this because I think that we should have therapy free. Everybody in the world, honestly. We should pay therapists a lot. We should pay teachers. A lot of people need to get paid a lot, right?
Yes.
But we need that. And how I've created my safe space externally mirrors my safe space internally. You know?
Yeah.
I give myself permission. Consent is important to me. My motto is safety first, fun next.
Yes.
Like, how do I create that space for the people that I love? But it starts within. It started within me. And it's a journey. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, you know, I've arrived.
Yeah.
I have arrived at a point in my journey where I've tapped a little bit more into my freedom, you know, and being able to just reimagine who I could be, how I could do it, has been paramount.
Yes.
You know, and I think that is what I hope every person will have an opportunity to do. If you're doing it, amazing. I'm with you. If you're trying to figure it out, how to flow, how to let some things go, you know, I'm with you. I'm cheering you on.
Yes. I know in the past you've talked about just respectability politics, and you're like, I was not at the forefront of being an advocate for that. But with everything you just said, it just makes me think how we don't even realize that we are so conditioned to hold ourselves back in so many ways, how we present ourselves when it comes to respect and, you know, just so many of those things. So I just feel like I see you at the center of that. And I'm like, it really was such a light and an inspiration, because it's like, that is ultimate happiness, and we all strive to have that. So it really is beautiful to see you walk in that. But I did hear last night Doechii on the project, right? Can we talk a little bit about how that came together?
First of all, I love her.
Yes.
I love her so much. I'm a big fan of her as a person, as a human. She's sweet, kind, talented as hell. And we like hanging out, you know. I had a song, and I was a big fan of all the stuff she's put out. And Persuasive specifically, really like most people, they love that from her. And when I heard it, and I just heard all of the stuff she was doing in the range, I was like, this is the song we should get on together. Nice. Yeah, we have a song called Phenomenal. Okay. And I love it. It's one of my faves. All of them are my faves. Yes, they better be.
It was a vibe, sis. Like, oh my God, I felt I was like, you know what? I think that this is the very first time that I feel like I've been in my own city of Atlanta, and it didn't feel like we were here. It felt like we were at a beach house. It just, the DJ was so incredible leading up to your set. Your girls who came on stage with you were free. You pulled in so many people of all different types of body sizes, genders, just everybody to, you know, make them feel welcome and free. And that was like, wow, she really... Like, that was so well executed, because everybody felt that. It was just so amazing, and everything flowed so great. But also, Lipstick Lover. When I got home last night, I had to run that video back.
Yes, and you've been watching it. I love it. I love it.
Yes, I loved it. So,
such a good time.
I want to talk a little bit about that. Well, for starters, where did you guys shoot that? Do you have Jamaican roots?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
We didn't go to Jamaica. Jamaica came to us.
Okay.
Just to be very clear, everyday people, I owe them so much. They are my friends, and they have a party collective. And they asked me if they could host one of the parties at our space, the space you saw on Lipstick Lover. And I was like, of course. So we safely tested people. You know, we kept it super intimate. And if you ever go to their parties or know them, like, all of our friends are from around the world. From Jamaica, from the Caribbean, from South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Atlanta, New York, LA, like London, Paris, most beautiful brown and black people all over the world, just together, gathered in a safe space, free to explore, free to discover something new about themselves. And that is the soundtrack I like to call the Age of Pleasure, the soundtrack to a lifestyle, to our lifestyle. So that's what you see in Lipstick Lover. Most of all the people in the video are my friends in real life.
I could tell the vibes were just crazy, but I loved the kiss on the cheeks too. That was my fave. Super cute. tour is going to start at the end of this month.
Yeah.
And we cannot wait to see you here in October at the Fox Theater.
Yes.
So what kind of energy would you like your fans, how would you like your fans to come to your shows? Whether it be the way they dress, a certain energy that you want them to channel, and just the environment that you also want them to help participate in creating for you.
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, like, meet each other, make friends. My fam they are very special. Like, even you describing, the inclusiveness that they make for themselves. And I always try to make sure that the concerts curate a safe space, that people feel safe when they come to be them. And, being a part of the community, the LGBTQI plus community, being non-binary, all of that, I think, sort of signals to them, like, I can go outside of, I can go inward and I can tap into my identity. And regardless of what is socially acceptable, Janelle is comfortable in her skin, so I'm going to be comfortable in mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that by me just having my own earth experience in my own journey, people can see themselves in me. So just come, know that I'm going to do everything I can to keep everybody safe. Y'all keep each other safe. We're going to have a good time. We're celebrating. We're going to celebrate life. We're going to celebrate the journey that we are on together and the journey that you are on with yourself. And we're going to tap into our next level of freedom while enjoying some, what I like to call, some really, really, really beautiful music.
Yes, absolutely. And there was a chant almost that you were saying last night a couple of times.
Toast,
yes,
the toast,
can you tell us the toast?
Yeah. So my friend Raul, who is also my birthday twin, he was there too last night. And he led the toast the first time we did it. But he taught me this toast, and it goes, to the lives we lead, to the dreams we chase, to the moments that we make, and to the fucked up shit we can't erase. Cheers.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
It's so good.
We are absolutely looking forward to being able to celebrate the release of the album and to be able to ride to it ourselves this Friday. Yes, this Friday. Hey. How will you be celebrating Friday or Thursday night?
Ooh, well, I'll be in LA, I think, and I know I have like some press. I'll be working a little bit, but I'm going to be with my friends. I'm going to be with the people who inspired it. I wrote this album with my friends, for my friends, with my fam, for my fam. So I'm going to be with them, and we're going to be dancing, and we're just going to be like, because I've had this album, I've been living with it for a while now.
Did you record in different places?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But having it, and then like only us, we've been enjoying it. So now it's like, we're going to be tapped into the rest of the world. And I just hope that everybody's going to be having their own listening parties with their own friends. Like, it's such an exciting time because I can feel people getting liberated and people making decisions on, how they are going to just walk in their authenticity.
Yes.
And I always say, my sister taught me this, nobody is being harmed in the making of Janelle Monáe. And I hope that as you are making yourself, you keep that in mind too.
Absolutely. I do just want to say that I felt that so much yesterday and felt it through the music that I myself am guilty of, kind of playing by the rules or feeling certain pressures that I have to act, look, be, wear my hair or anything, certain types of ways, just because it's those unwritten rules and they're suffocating so much of the time. Yeah. And it's like, how can we live this whole life and not give ourselves, not even find out like, the depth of who we are or what even our pleasures are.
When you're in those systems, right?
Yes. So I just really appreciate that because you did make everyone feel that. And it's like, well, that's wonderful because it's just such a light to be able to share with everyone. And we felt that release with you. And it's like, I love that.
Yeah, let's release. Like, let's release. Let's get outside of these systems that really were never built with us in mind.
Right.
And figure out how to rebuild something that feels good for more people, not just some people.
Yes.
But feels good for us. And I think we're defining that. I think this generation I'm super proud of. They're they are creating the future even more bold, than what has come before. And I think that's what life should be about. That's what we should be doing, is making sure that the next generation, we leave a space that's more inclusive, that feels more of love, rooted in love, rooted in acceptance, better than we did in the past.
Thank you so much for inviting us into the Age of Pleasure with you. We can't wait to celebrate this with you.
What are you going to be bringing? Who are you bringing with you into the Age of Pleasure? And what are you going to be doing as you enter the Age of Pleasure? What are you letting go?
I feel like I have so many pressures of, maybe people have said them to me, certain types of rules, even just navigating my way through this industry.
Yeah.
And even if they only said it once and I knew that, not that my way was better, but it was more true to me and you're going to get a better outcome from it.
Yeah.
It's like you suppress it and it has been suffocating. So I just want to be able to trust my gut instinct and know that I'm going to know what's going to bring the best, biggest, most impactful or, biggest trajectory if it's true to me. And I just got to trust myself rather than listen to so many other people. Because, sometimes it's hard when there's so many. I can't even imagine for you guys in your position with so many just so much unsolicited advice, takes, people taking maybe clips and stuff of you having a great time at parties and taking it out of context. It's like, you weren't even there. Y'all don't even know what's going on, So just being able to not just say that I don't give a fuck, but really I want to be there, be in that space to really not where it doesn't affect my mental and drive my anxiety crazy, because I'm like, I know what got me here, so I can't think that I got to switch it up and be somebody I'm not.
I know that's right.
To progress. So
I affirm you.
Thank you.
You're headed right there. I can feel in your spirit. You are absolutely on your way.
Thank you.
To that place.
I appreciate that.
So I affirm you.
Thank you.
I'm right there with you.
I'm with you. Thank you so much, Janelle.
Thank you. Bye-bye.